Inner harmony is a state in which internal feelings are aligned and balanced, creating a wholeness that allows a person to live in peace with themselves and others. Our inner world is full of emotions that change and interact. The subconscious seeks to select the sensation most appropriate for the situation, and sometimes amplifies it. When this feeling is positive, such as joy or satisfaction, the mood improves, and life gains meaning. If the subconscious focuses on negative feelings, it can lead to internal disharmony. In such a state, life becomes burdensome and mood depressed. It's important to learn to manage emotions to restore internal balance. This can be achieved through meditation, sports, interaction with nature, or conversations with loved ones, which help process emotions and find peace. Striving for inner harmony is important for well-being. When the subconscious amplifies unpleasant feelings, and it seems that everything is going wrong, it's worth paying attention to it. Often, everything appears to be fine on the surface, but inner discomfort persists. They say, it's like cats are scratching at your soul. But there are no cats there. It's just a metaphor meaning that our inner world is signaling something important. This internal scratching sets the tone for the entire mood, prompting the reflection, what is bothering it? Such a state requires careful attention and the search for deeper reasons. Sometimes it's worth asking yourself, are we hiding something from ourselves? Trying to suppress true feelings and desires? Try to pay closer attention to your sensations and thoughts to understand what causes discomfort. Set aside time for meditation or a conversation with a psychologist to address the underlying causes of anxiety. The subconscious may point to unfinished business or internal conflicts. It is helpful to express thoughts on paper, as this allows you to view the situation from a different perspective and leads to insights. Do not ignore these signals. Understanding and accepting your feelings is a step towards inner peace and harmony. The subconscious stores a vast amount of memories, including negative ones. It acts as an archive, preserving not only significant and positive moments, but also those that evoke unpleasant emotions. When a person encounters something reminiscent of an unpleasant situation from the past, the subconscious can immediately trigger anxiety. This occurs on an unconscious level, and the reasons for the anxious state are often not realized. Manifestations of anxiety can include trembling, unconscious actions like finger tapping, frequently looking around, and difficulty concentrating. These reactions are deeply rooted in the human psyche. Fear is often associated with helplessness when a person cannot control the situation or see ways out. This heightens anxiety and insecurity, making the person vulnerable to fears. Inner tension related to memories of failures or unpleasant experiences can trigger negative emotions. However, it is important to remember that these states are not permanent, and ways to overcome them can be found. Awareness and processing of internal anxieties can help reduce the impact of subconscious triggers on life and gain confidence, breaking the vicious cycle of fear and helplessness. Understanding the workings of the subconscious and actively engaging with fears can be the first step toward personal growth and gaining emotional resilience. The roaring bulldozer pinned us against the wall, and we feel helpless. In reality, there is no bulldozer, but panic overwhelms us. It seems that movement is impossible, as if invisible chains have ensnared us. Every cell in our body reacts. Breathing is erratic. Cold sweat runs down our back. Knees tremble. The subconscious instills a sense of threat that doesn't exist. Trapped in illusions, we succumb to fear, which, without real grounds, takes hold of us. Excessive tension or unexpected little things can become the cause, prompting the mind to paint gloomy pictures. Constant stress, anxiety, or memories of the past often lead to this. We ourselves, often unconsciously, become hostages to our own emotions and thoughts that suppress logical reasoning. Therefore, It is important to learn how to cope with these feelings. Develop mindfulness and relaxation skills, freeing ourselves from imaginary fears. Your thoughts shape attitudes that influence behavior. When you start to act, fear of failure may be activated due to prolonged self-suggestion. Your inner self may succumb to repetitive phrases like, "This is difficult. Nothing will work," turning them into commands for the subconscious. The mind listens carefully, reflecting doubts and uncertainty in actions. By accepting such a program in your mind, you allow it to influence your achievements. The subconscious, absorbing your thoughts, interprets them as a command to act or not act. Therefore, realize that your words and thoughts have the power to limit or motivate. Working with mindsets requires changing your internal dialogue to be more positive. Replace negative phrases with affirmations that inspire and bring you closer to success, such as, "I am capable," "I can do it," "I will succeed." This reorients your mind towards more successful decisions. When you bring your plans to life, your subconscious may activate mechanisms of fear and helplessness. These feelings arise from the fear of making a mistake or the unknown. Inner peace, essential for achieving goals, requires practice and self-discipline, based on understanding emotions and the ability to manage them. It's important to recognize signs of anxiety and deal with them so that fear does not take control of you. One of the main mistakes leading to internal disharmony and difficulties in achieving goals is the desire to set the bar too high. You might want to immediately achieve all successes and solve all problems at once, as if trying to eat the whole cake all at once. This leads to overload and disappointment due to the inability to instantly achieve the desired outcome. It is important to learn to gradually progress towards your goal, achieving success at each step and building them into greater accomplishments. This approach helps avoid stress and maintain a balance between ambitions and reality. You are mistaken twice. The first time is the very act of shoving cake into your mouth. There is no joy in hurried and thoughtless eating. When a piece of cake disappears instantly, you miss the value, the enjoyment of flavor and texture. By swallowing it quickly, you miss the chance to experience the full range of taste nuances. The second time you are mistaken is when you realize it's all over. At this moment, you understand that the fleeting pleasure of a quickly swallowed piece of cake has passed, and it is impossible to reclaim that enjoyment. Setting an unattainable goal creates tension for both the conscious and subconscious mind. Every thought about this goal causes discomfort and anxiety, as the subconscious will remind you of its unattainability. Instead of enjoying the moment and setting realistic tasks, a person chases after phantoms. By valuing the moment and setting achievable goals, one can avoid disappointments and stress, learning to enjoy life without unnecessary pressure. You have just returned from work and finally managed to relax, but inside you, there's an insistent voice that won't give you peace. Why are you lying down? You don't have $1 million yet. Get up and take action. This internal critic demands progress, persistently urging you towards new goals. However, it's important to remember that goals should be realistically achievable. In the process of achieving them, failures and disappointments are possible, and that's normal. Life is like a game, where what's important is not only the end result, but also how you achieved it. Understanding that each moment is valuable regardless of goals makes life fulfilling. Enjoying the process and participating in the game lifts your mood. Let go of obsessive thoughts and focus on the pleasure of each stage. Do not worry about big successes. It is more important to appreciate the little things. This way, life will be balanced and harmonious, and achieving goals will become part of a pleasant journey. When choosing life goals, treat it like a game, igniting excitement and enthusiasm. This approach helps your subconscious perceive tasks differently. If you're tired, your inner voice will reassure you. Take a break. It's not a problem. We'll continue the game tomorrow. This mindset maintains interest in life, as challenging tasks evoke excitement and encourage new achievements. Small daily accomplishments become the foundation of joy. Sometimes people set ambitious goals, such as earning $1 million, forgetting that it is a long and grueling path. What is the point of working hard for millions, not noticing how time passes by? Sometimes the goal becomes the process itself, not the result. It is important to remember that 1 million will be gained in exchange for life, time, and energy. The balance between work and rest, ambitions, and simple pleasures allows one to live life in harmony, and with an awareness of daily small victories, soulful relationships, health, spiritual values. All of this is lost if we do not pay attention to it. In the modern pace of life, it is easy to forget the importance of these aspects. Their loss is tangible and irreplaceable. It is important to cherish every moment, to find joy in small things, and not to neglect the important elements of our lives. Improve relationships, take care of your health, and pay attention to spiritual values that enrich our inner world. Enjoy every moment, for therein lies the secret to true happiness. Set achievable goals and move towards them in small steps. This approach helps you feel the harmony of life. Every day, ask yourself, what victory have you planned for today? Small successes make life brighter, and a good mood becomes the result of harmony with the world. Even a small victory brings joy and satisfaction. Strive for harmony in relationships. Find time to take care of yourself, and enjoy the spiritual values that make life complete. Take a moment to notice the beauty of the surrounding world. Feel the fresh breeze, enjoy the birdsong, and realize that you are a part of this nature. This can become a source of inspiration and help restore harmony. In life, one can stumble, but is it worth falling into despair? Certainly not. Mistakes are a natural part of our journey and play a key role in development and success. When you start something new, mistakes are inevitable and are a prerequisite for achieving results. In the process of analyzing mistakes, the understanding of how to overcome obstacles arises. People who are afraid of making mistakes deprive themselves of the opportunity to grow and enjoy life. Where there is no risk, there is no prospect for success. Success and failures go hand in hand, and it is from this that valuable lessons and achievements are born. Allow yourself to make mistakes, but also learn and move forward. For this is where the true beauty and strength of life lie. A lot of energy is spent worrying about mistakes and failures. It's better to focus efforts on the process that leads to success. Concentrate on actions rather than the outcome, as this will be more beneficial. Mistakes and failures are not the end of the journey, but a part of learning and growth. They provide valuable experience that helps avoid repeating them and move forward with confidence. Learn to turn challenging moments into motivation, not stress. Use experiences for mental ease and a sense of playfulness, which will help tackle difficulties with grace and optimism. This approach allows you to see mistakes as temporary pauses, not obstacles. The key is not to dwell on negativity, but to move towards your goals with positivity and self-confidence. The subconscious should not be a strict overseer, following your every step and condemning any deviation. Every step aside shouldn't cause pangs of conscience and fear of judgment. Instead, the subconscious should be a faithful bodyguard, ready to help, offer support and protection. Its goal is not in criticism and limitations, but in offering sound advice and finding effective solutions for difficulties. The subconscious should toss up fresh ideas and new approaches to the problem. It whispers, "What if we try it differently?" Or "Look at the situation from another angle." Such an approach ensures confidence that setbacks are not the end of the road, but a starting point for improvements and changes. The subconscious becomes an ally in understanding the world and oneself, allowing growth and development. The mood was and remains magnificent, and there's nothing surprising about that. When you are in harmony with yourself and the world, your subconscious becomes your faithful ally. It is a powerful friend that supports you in all endeavors and helps you overcome difficulties. Together, you truly are invincible. It's important to learn to trust your inner voice and allow it to guide you on the right path. Check your mood by asking yourself, how do I feel right now? By answering honestly, you will better understand your emotions and set yourself up for positivity. Recall pleasant moments or think about what you are grateful for. Such reflections enhance your well-being and strengthen your belief in yourself and the world around you. People often believe that they need material possessions, such as $1 million or power, to be happy. They think that possessing these things will bring them joy and satisfaction. However, this can be deceptive, because true happiness comes not only from external circumstances, but also from an internal state. Even upon reaching financial heights or power, a person may not find harmony. Material things and status can bring temporary satisfaction, but they are not always the key to long-term happiness. The ability to enjoy life lies in the skill of appreciating current moments, finding satisfaction in simple things, and maintaining inner harmony. If you feel joy without the need to possess $1 million or power, it means you have reached a level of inner harmony to which many aspire. Your subconscious contributes to emotional balance and happiness, and this is a tremendous achievement. Such people are open to new experiences, able to see beauty in small things, and live in a state of internal satisfaction, regardless of external circumstances. This is the true mastery of life.